Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Montreal Canadiens franchise series here on NHL 21. I believe this is episode 4 now. We made it into the playoffs. I believe we barely squeaked in. I'm going to have a quick look at the standings just to see how we did earlier. Is it here? Let me see. Team stats. Yeah, I want to see the standings, not the entire league. Eastern Conference. Oh, I guess these are the playoffs. I just want to actually have a quick look at the team stats for the regular season. My apologies, guys. So yeah, we barely squeezed into the playoffs with one of the wildcard positions. We were a few points behind the Buffalo Sabres, unfortunately, but we still managed to squeeze in. So I guess the job is partially done, getting into the playoffs, and then obviously playing well in the playoffs and hopefully winning a Stanley Cup. I think our team is pretty good. I don't know if we're a Stanley Cup contender or at least favorites, but I think we can do some damage. I'll show you guys once again the lines. The top line is the top line in real life as well. Tatar, Danault, and Gallagher. They complement each other very well, and I think they can play well in the playoffs here. Toffoli, Kotkaniemi, and Duran. The second line, Suzuki, Anderson, Duclair. And then the depth, we have Athanasiou, Paling, and Armia on the fourth line. Edler Weber, we acquired Edler, if you guys didn't see in the last episode, from the Vancouver Canucks, 34-year-old left-hand D-man. We have Vince Dunn, Jeff Petrie, and then Edmondson and Victor Mete rounding out the top 6 there. And then obviously in goal, Carey Price, 90 overall goalie. Hopefully he maintains his 90 overall for as long as possible, because obviously he has a big contract and we are banking on him being good for as long as he can be. So without further ado, maybe I'll show you guys once again the lines of the Washington Capitals. I remember they had a lot of depth. Yeah, so you guys can see here TJ Oshie on the third line and Tom Wilson on the fourth line. For some reason, they have Daniel Sprong on the second line. He must play well with Hinostroza and Backstrom, but I don't know if I agree too much with these lines, but that's how the coach decided to go with this group of players. I'll show you the defense really quickly. Carlson, Orlov, Schultz, Dillon, Kempney, Jensen. So their defense is definitely better than ours. And they have a lot more firepower, at least star power in their lineup. But I think in net, we definitely have them. And Carey Price can definitely do... he can basically shock the world here against the Washington Capitals. So, like I said, I will move on from the line changes screen, and we can have a quick look. Actually, no, let's just start right now. The simulation we will do, if you guys haven't seen my channel, we usually do for playoffs, we do every game in-game simulation, and if it goes to overtime, I will commentate the live gameplay. So let's just get going here. First game without any wait anymore. We've waited long enough here to get back into the playoffs. First period, 2-1 for us. Danault scored twice. I was saying earlier that the first line might be able to do some damage. They definitely did that. Nick Dowd, though, scored a shorthanded goal, which I don't like to see. But we have the lead here going into the second. So let's keep playing well here, boys. And they score. Vinny Hinostroza on the second line scores on Price. We are going to do 8-time simulation in the third. Go a minute at a time. We have a power play here, and we don't get a goal, unfortunately. 2-2 with about 10 minutes to go here. And Victor Mete scores his first playoff goal at 11:01 of the third. We have the lead here, boys. 6 minutes to go. Can we hold on here in the third? Come on, boys, a minute left. And we will hold on to take the first game of the series. Very, very important. Let's just have a quick look at the 3 stars. Carey Price, the top star of the game with 35 saves, 945 save percentage. Dano had the first 2 goals of the game, and then John Carlson gets the third star with 2 assists. So let's move on here to the second game. We were able to get at least 1 game in Washington. Hopefully we can get both. And then Dano actually re-signed. I forgot that we had sent him a contract extension. I believe it was 3 years for 4 or 5 years. So that's very, very nice to see. But he's basically confirming that it was an easy decision to renew the contract with us. And that is very, very good news, especially after his big game in game 1 here. So I'm just going to have a quick look and see what his actual contract was. So yeah, it was $4 million at 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Yeah, so $16 million contract for 4 years for a at worst, he's going to be our third line center if Suzuki and Kotkaniemi do well. But right now he is our first line center. So very, very nice to see. Like I said, we're going to move on now to game number 2, second game in Washington. Hopefully we can continue our play here. We were able to get the win in the last game. So first period here, 1-1. Tom Wilson scores for them, and Alex Edler scores for us, the veteran D-man. 12-10 the shots for us. Can we get some more goals here in the second? We do. Jonathan Drew on the power play. Exactly what I wanted to see. 19-18 the shots. We have the lead going into the third, boys. Come on. We're going to do, once again, 8-time simulation. They had a power play, but they were not able to score. Let's get an insurance goal here, and we don't. Garnet Hathaway scores for them, unfortunately, with 10 minutes to go. Can we get a game-winning goal here late in the third? Come on, boys. Brendan Gallagher scores with 3:52 to go. 2 minutes left. Come on, boys. Let's hold on here once again. And in game 2, we once again win 3-2. It was tied in the third period, but we were able to squeeze 1 goal in the last 5 minutes of the game. Brendan Gallagher, the hero in this game. Carey Price, once again, part of the top 3 stars. 27 saves tonight, 931 save percentage. Jonathan Durant had 2 points, a goal and assist, and Tom Wilson also had 2 points. Those are the 3 stars, but what matters most is that the Montreal Canadiens are up 2-0 against the Washington Capitals. We took both games away from home, but honestly, that doesn't matter, guys, because it takes 4 wins to win a playoff series. So until we've had those 4 wins, I'm not going to be satisfied. This is a crucial game once again in the Bell Center. If we're able to get this game here, anything can happen, and we can start dreaming about the second round here. So in the Bell Center once again, first period, 4-0. The Washington Capitals explode in the first period at the Bell Center, of the first game in the Bell Center, I should say. Hathaway, Sprong, Oshie, and Verana score for them. 12-6 the shots. Hopefully we can have a better bounce back here in the second. 8-2. Wow. Schultz, Sprong, Oshie, Eller, Kotkaniemi, and Gallagher score for us, but there's just a complete domination by the Washington Capitals. I'm not even going to do an 8-time simulation here. 9-3 it ends up being. And we just allowed too many goals. We were wide open too much here. 3 players of the Washington Capitals had 2 goals each. So these 3 players scored 6 of their 9 goals. They just exploded. And we haven't even seen Alex Ovechkin score, I think, a goal yet. So we're going to have to definitely tighten some things up here on our defense for game 4. Maybe I'm going to try and make some line changes, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. So give me a second here. All right, guys. So I don't know if I can make too many line changes here. Just having a quick look at the PK, see if we can make any changes. So Armia and Dano and Weber and Petrie are +3, so I don't want to play too much with that. If I was to put Kotkaniemi, I don't think he's going to bring too much help here. Maybe he will. Defensive awareness 82 and 75 for Paling. Let me see, Kotkaniemi 85 and 74. So maybe I can put Kotkaniemi here. But he's a mine. Sorry, no, it doesn't work, I think, because the other ones had +1. So maybe I'll just keep it for like that for now. Maybe Kotkaniemi can be on the 3 or the 5-on-3. No, he can't. Okay, so let me just try again here. I'll just keep Paling for now. Paling is a good, responsible defensive forward. So I think what happened just last game might have just been not a fluke, but Washington just needed to obviously score lots of goals, and they obviously only scored 2 goals in the last 2 games. So they're an offensive team. It's gonna happen sometimes. They're gonna explode, and yeah, that's just gonna happen, guys. So let's just do another in-game simulation here to see if we can win Game 4 and take a stranglehold of the series. So let's get to it here, guys. First period, 0-0. So we definitely tightened some things up in Game 4, at least in the first period. 11-8 the shots, which I definitely like to see. But yeah, that's very, very good here. So second period, 0-0 still, 20-20 the shots. The game is extremely even. We're just going to jump right into it in the third period. 15 minutes to go. Come on, boys. We need a goal here. We need a hero. And Jonathan Drouin scores almost in between the dots there. He had a nice shot, I'm sure, and he scored. Josh Anderson scores again on the third line. I like to see that. 2-0 for us. 29-27 the shots. It's a very, very tight game. We just need to hold on here. And is Carey Price going to be the hero of the game? He certainly will, with a 36 save shutout. Incredible, guys. I told you before the series started that Carey Price can be a difference maker here, and he is definitely proving me right. We have a 3-1 lead, and so far I think Carey Price has been our MVP. Other than getting pulled in Game 3, he's been extremely solid in all the games. So now, if we want to close this series, we're going to have to win in Washington in Game 5. Obviously, we have a couple more chances after that, but I would like for us to close it early. And like I said, I didn't want to make too many changes after last game. I thought it was something that maybe it was bound to happen, and I knew we were going to rebound, and we certainly did that in Game 4. So hopefully we can keep our momentum going here in Game 5 in Washington. Let's have a quick look and see how we're going to do. So Game 5 again in Washington. I think it's Capital One Arena. Hopefully we can keep playing defensively well here. First period, 2-0 for us. Kotkaniemi and Toffoli. Kotkaniemi had a power play goal here, and Toffoli a goal on the left circle here. Second period, 2-1. Jacob Vrana scored. They're not going to go away easily, but we're playing them well. 18-18 the shots. We're going to jump right into the third period. 8-time simulation. Come on, boys. Let's get an insurance goal here. Let's get the third goal, and Carey Price is going to hold on to it. So Ryan Paling scores his first career goal. We give them a power play. Come on, boys. Can we kill it off? We do. 6:55 to go. 5 minutes to go now. Are we going to hold on and go to the second round? We will. Carey Price in the last 2 games allowed 2 goals in about 78 shots or something like that. He was phenomenal in those last 3 games after getting pulled. You guys can see the top 3 stars here. Incredible performance by Carey Price. And we're going to move on to the second round, guys. So I didn't expect us to beat the Washington Capitals in 5 games, but I'm so glad we did. Let's just simulate a couple more days and see who our next opponent is going to be. We will have a look at their lines. And obviously this video is going to be a little shorter and not as long as some other videos, but that's usually what happens sometimes in the playoffs, right? You can't determine how long a series is going to go. And the next series is going to be against the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is reminding me a little bit of the 2010 playoff run that the Montreal Canadiens had with Yaroslav Halak and Mike Camilleri and all those guys. The Habs played Washington in the first round. They beat them in 7 games, but they were a heavy underdog. And in the second round in 2010, they played the Pittsburgh Penguins. Same here this year. We beat the Washington Capitals in round 1, and then in the second round, we're going to be playing the Pittsburgh Penguins. So let's have a quick look at their lines. Obviously, we're going from Ovi to from Ovi to Sid the Kid and Geno Malkin probably. So let's just have a quick look here. Malkin and Crosby are playing on the first line with Jake Gensel. That's crazy. Kapanen, McCann, Zucker, Aston Reese, Bluger, Rust, Tanev, Rodriguez, and Helm. And the decor is going to be Marcus Pettersson, Letang, Marino, Dumoulin, Matheson, and CC. I think I like our decor better, guys. But their offense, their first line is incredible. After that, it's not as great, but they have their firepower for sure. And then they have Casey DeSmith and Tristan Jarry. So they have a pretty good team still. But I think, like I mentioned in the last series, if Carey Price plays like Carey Price can, we have a very, very good shot. So I'm very, very happy with that, guys. Let's just have a quick look and see how our players did in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I see that Gallagher was the best point getter for the Montreal Canadiens, 5 points in 5 games. Or actually, Kotkaniemi, Duran, and Gallagher all had 5 points. And they all had 2 goals, 3 assists. So I really like to see that from Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Hopefully he grows into a top 6 player in the next season, maybe 85, 86. That would be incredible. Jonathan Duran, like I said, 85 overall, 2 goals, 3 assists. Gallagher, same thing, 2 goals, 3 assists. Shea Weber had 4 points, 4 assists. Tatar had 3 points. Josh Anderson had 2 big goals there. Philippe Danault only had 2 goals, but they were very, very important in the first game there, in the first period. Who else do we have here? Alex Edler, 2 points. Toffoli, 2 points. Vince Dunn, 2 assists. Edmondson, Paling had a big goal. Same with Mete. I believe there were 2 game-winning goals there. Or at least Paling's might have been an insurance goal, but I know Mete's was a game-winning goal. And then the rest of the team. Suzuki, no points, unfortunately. We need more from him, though. And I'm thinking I should have definitely made him a high top 6 so maybe he scores more, because we all know Suzuki's a better player than what he's showing right now. So, and even his trade value is not as high as it should be. So moving on now, guys. Carey Price's stats have been unbelievable. 2.49 goals against average and 926 save percentage. That's incredible. He's definitely been our MVP so far. 4 wins, 1 loss. And yeah, I'm just extremely happy with how he's been playing. And yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end it here because we already looked at the Pittsburgh Penguins lines and we looked at how we're doing, how our team was doing. And I think it's just time to move on now. So I'm going to see you guys in the next episode, though. Stay tuned for the second round against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a good one. Peace.